Welcome to Discerning and DIY with Shirley. Today we're going to be making soap.
Okay, I have my oils already measured out and warm to temperature, and I have my light water already measured out. In my light water, I have a tablespoon of teaspoon of sodium lactate and a teaspoon of natural organic sugar. And I'm gonna be making some peach nectar soap. I have it fragrance at 5%. You can go from 2 to 6%. I got the fragrance at 5%. And I have some pink Kalana clay. That I will be putting in here. And I will be using some heart molds and some square molds. And if I have some left over, I'm going to do some flowers because I'm doing a part step on this soap. And today it's just the base and then one at heart, and I'll take it out tomorrow. I'll be doing the next step to it, and you'll see. So we're gonna get started. Make sure you got your gloves, long sleeves, and eye goggles on. I have mine on. I got my stick blender together. I have my spatula already was in there because I was stirring it. So here we go. We're gonna pour in lye water. Just like that. Okay, that's my water. And I like looking down, so I'm over it, so it's not right up in my face. There's something splattered, it won't go toward my face. It will hit my clothes, and I have on my shoes, closed shoes, so being very safe. So we're gonna doing this a light trace, very light trace. What I'm gonna go ahead and add my pink Kalana clay in here. But because I have 32 ounces, I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons. I'll put Kalana clay, which is good for your skin. I love working with clays and a lot of butter. This is a double butter recipe. It's not the triple. A lot of times my soaps have triple butter in them because I like a lot of moisturizing. This one has shea butter and it has cocoa butter. And then it's coconut oil and olive oil, almond sweet oil, avocado oil, and then also I have grapeseed oil. Bubbles. Now this is a cold process, and since this is a peach, I'm not gonna put any titanium dioxide in the base because it's got a pretty peachy color already from the pink Kalana clay. And so I don't have to worry about using that in that. But when I do a glaze over this, I will use some titanium dioxide in my color. Since this is a pour and I don't have to do nothing else to it, I am going to just bring it to a nice good trace that I can still pour, but kind of there. So now what I'm going to do is always add my fragrance oil, which is peach nectar from Candle Science. And I'm gonna see how fast it brings it on to trays because I wanted to get that pink Colano clay mixed up in there really well before I put the fragrance in. Because some fragrance behave good, some fragrance behave very, very naughty. I call it naughty because they won't let you do nothing to them. And those kind of fragrance, you want to hot process those. I love making fragrance. I love making homemade soaps, and I love making candles. And I love making bath body and hair butters. I like making hair butters and beard oils and fragrance all mixed up in there really well. This peach smells so good. It's like a fresh peach in the summer. Oh my goodness. It smells so yummy. It smells so yummy you want to eat it, but you can't eat it. It's soap. Yeah, it smells so good. And I use unrefined butters in my soaps because I want to get the 100% good nutrients out of my soaps for your skin, and my bath butters too. But if people ask for me to use the refined because they don't like the smell of the shea butter or the cocoa butter or the mango butters, then I will use the refined. But you don't get that much benefits when you go to refined because they've been processed and heated up and cooked up and messed with. Yeah. So yeah, so this fragrance is behaving really well. I see that. And on the website, they said it behaves really well. But someone said that on their website that their one per client customer review said that it behaved really bad. It kept separating on her. It didn't go back right. It kept separating. So I'm hoping it doesn't separate. Because if it does, I'm gonna have to hot process it. And then one person said it did fine with it. Okay, I'm thinking it's separating because it's supposed to be a smooth texture and it's not. And someone on the website did say that it does this. So this is going to have to go to a hot processing, which is not what I was intending to do. So I'm going to dump this over in my hot presser and hot on my own. Yeah, it's separate. It's not coming together. So what? She's right. So the person who did say that, they was totally right. It does separate. It's not coming together. Look at it. So what I'm gonna do is take out my crock pot and go ahead and cook it because it's not gonna hold together for cold process, and that's what I was going for. So that's what I'm gonna do. So what I was aiming for today, I am not getting. And that is sad. And I'm gonna have to contact them and let them know that it's separated on me just like it did. Look, it's all separated. It's not coming together at all. Look at that. So it has to be cooked. So I'm just gonna set it and put it in my crock pot, go ahead and cook it and see what I can do with it after that, and I'll let you know what happened. So I'm back. I heated it up in the crock pot. It was all separated like it was. So what I'm doing now, I'm taking my stick blender and trying to bring it to a trace because it's heating up. And let me show you what the temperature is. The temperature is at 132. See that? It's 133. It's because I have it in the crock pot. And guess what? It started to come back to trace, so I went ahead and dropped my camera and saw video on it to let you see. So when you put it in the crock pot, it's your hot processing. It's like it's together and it's two trays. So what I'm thinking, because you normally cold process as your light water at 99 and your oils at like 109. So pretty much room temperature you can soak at to do cold process. But what I'm thinking is this oil does not like cold. It likes to be hot. And I'm thinking if you're gonna cold process with California peach nectar, you're gonna have to soak at a hotter temperature. Because like I said, it's back up to 136. And look how good it come together and came to correct trace. Now what I can do is stop it right here because it's at trace and leave it and go ahead and fill my things up and let it be cold processed still. But the thing is I had to bring it back to that temperature to get it, because now look, it's trace. And that's what I need it to be. And I'm going to sit here and see will it separate again. If it separate again, I'm going to go ahead and finish hot processing. But if it stays together, which I think it should, I can go ahead and finish cold processing. Yeah, see, staying together. It looks beautiful now. I couldn't even get it to do this. It kept separating. I had to bring it back up to a higher temperature. So I think that fragrance peach nectar has to be at a high temperature. It does not like to be at a low temperature. So I cut my crock pot off and I'm just trying to see how it's going to behave. Because like I said, some fragrance is very, very naughty. And this would seem to be one. And you won't know until you work with the product. Because on their website, they would say a cold process fine. But no, it does not process cold fine at all. Listen, you're going to do it at a high temperature. I'm thinking if I would have did it at 130, my oils at 135, and maybe my light water at 125, 10 degrees between each other, and mine would have stayed together. But still, I don't know. I still don't. don't like the way it looks. Cause see, it look like the oils are still sitting there. Don't look like they blended in well. And with cold processes, normally the oils are blended in very pretty. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and hot process this. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and hot process. I don't think cold processing because see it looks kind of still got like the oils. I can see the oils a little bit bubbly like. Yeah, I think it's a heavy hot process all the way. It's too bad. I mean, it's trace, but I don't know. These all I'm still seeing. I'm seeing oils. See the little like bubbles, like looking things in it. Still seeing like bubbles. Man, I wasn't planning on doing hot processing. Man, I wanted to do me some cold press because I had something I wanted to do in my heart shapes. I wanted to do a glaze. That's life. You never know. So you know what? Be on the safe side. Yeah, to be on the safe side, I'm gonna pay to finish hot processing. Let me drop that back on real quick. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. At least I get to save my soap. The fragrance might not be that strong because it's gonna evaporate out because of the heat. But it's okay. I don't care about my soap being that strong anyway. I like my soaps to be able to smell it, but not so strong anyway. I'm going to hot process it going through because I mean that's the safe bit since that's what it likes. It likes hot processing. So hot processing it will be, and I know now that I can't use it as a cold process, so I will just have to always hot process it when I use this fragrance. Which I can make some pretty things out of hot process. I'm just gonna have to go ahead and mix up my colors that I wanted to add. Because I do like different colors. To make a design or something. Yeah. That's it. We will be hot processing. So we're gonna just make this cook. I'm gonna put it in a mold. I'm gonna do some different colors in it. Right now, only thing is in it is the pink clay. The pink clay I put in. There's nothing else in it, just the pink clay. So as you can see, pink clay makes beautiful colors. I didn't put no titanium dioxide in it, and it actually giving me a peach color. Sometimes it gives you an orange looking color, sometimes it gives you a pink looking color, sometimes it causing if you put titanium dioxide and causing what kind of butters and oils you use. That's the color it'll mimic. It'll pick up different shades on whatever you put with it, what kind of oils, what kind of butters in it. So okay, it's cooking. We're gonna let it cook. I will do another glaze soap design for you. So I'm gonna just let this cook. I'm not gonna I'll come back and let you see the stages as it go through. It's gonna go through the different stages as it cooks. So we'll be back. Okay, this is where it's at. It's been an hour. Look how it's cooking. Look at that. I'm gonna give it a stir. At first I was just letting it do its thing. I'm gonna bite this down. We're gonna stir. And then look. Feel like we went on through the stages. That's good chill stage right there. Look at that. All I had to do was just leave it alone and let it cook. It didn't want to be cold process. So yeah, it's beautiful. Very fluid. I love this fragrance and have for some reason. Light heat. I think the flash point on this one was 200. I'm gonna double check, but I think it said 200. And that could be why it likes the heat. So I'm gonna see what the temperature is at. It's at 183. It won't. Well, can you see that? It keep changing. I got some hot spots. But it's like 186, 80. Yeah, like 187 or something like that. Get it stirred up real good. Because as you can see, it has some hot spots. And I think that was the sides were hotter than the middle. So I think I'm gonna give it about 5 or 10 minutes more to make sure everything cooked up real good in it. And then I'm gonna let it cool down, and I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of yogurt. That's gonna help keep it fluid. And then yogurt is really good for your skin. So I have it. That's what I have in the cup right here. Greek yogurt, plain, no sugar, no nothing added in. Plain Greek yogurt. And I'm gonna put that in now, and I'm kind of keeping it warm so it'll go with about close to the crock pot. I have it up against the crock pot. Sorry about shaking, but I have it up against the crock pot to keep it warm so it won't be going in cold. But I just stirred it up, and you can see the temperature is at 179. So I think the flash point on this fragrance was like 200, but I'm gonna check it and then I'm gonna come back and let you know. Okay, I just checked the flash point on it, and it was 190. I mean, it smells so good. It got my whole house smelling like peaches, like fresh summer peaches, and it smells so delicious. It makes me want some fresh, good old peaches. But see that? I'm gonna turn on the light. See how that is at the jail stage? It's ready to go. Really, to be honest with you. Put it on my side. But it smells so delicious. Too bad I couldn't do what I wanted to do with it, but hey, it still will make a beautiful soap. Good for your skin and all. But yeah, that's jail stage. But I cut my crock pot out and just let it finish itself out. So what I'm gonna do is when it get down, it's at 181. You find different spots. The closer you to that, the higher. But the middle is around here. It's around 180 something, 170 something. So what I'm gonna do is just let it go ahead and cool down to like 165. Then I'm gonna add this yogurt in here. I might add just a tiny bit, a little bit of fragrance in it, but I don't think it really needed because it smells really good still. But I will probably just go ahead and I'm gonna just go ahead and add some more peach nectar in there, a little more fragrance because I know a lot of them cooked off because I was gonna do cold process, but after it separated, it didn't want to behave with a lower temperature. It got to be at a higher temperature. So what I may do next time is try soaking it cold process at a higher temperature. Like go ahead on and doing it at 125 live, 130 oils, and see how that behaves, and see if I could get a cold process from it then that way. But I'm gonna try a small batch, not a big batch like this. So I'm gonna try that and see how it does, because it may be a cold processing soap that you have to cold process it with a higher temperature. That means you're gonna have to work faster because it's gonna be cooking. Yeah, it's gonna be cooking. All right, so I'm gonna leave this and let it come back. When the temperatures drop down to like 165, I'm gonna add my yogurt in, stir it up, and leave it for a few minutes. Then I'm gonna mix my colors, which I have already mixed my colors, and I'm gonna take it time out, mix my colors, and then I'm gonna put it in this mold. And I made a little jerkin hanger. This came out of a clothes hanger. It works really well. It was a clothes hanger, so I took my heat gun. I cut it, the metal part out, and I took my heat gun. I milled it and softened it, and I bent it until I made it like that, so I can do a swirl. And I made it the size of this. So yeah, I made it. You can buy them, but hey, I just made it. It works perfect. Does a really good job. All right, so we'll be back in a little bit. I don't know how much footage I lost on mine. I looked in my battery. My camera was off. My phone was off. I didn't even know it was dying. So I don't know how much footage did I get showing me layering the different colors into the mold. But the most important part is getting to see me use my homemade little doohickey hanger mold. So what I do, I take this down as far as I can go, and I come up and I go down in the middle, then I come back and I fold over again almost in the middle. I come back, then I go back all the way to that side, and I go all the way down as I can go, and I come back up, and that's it. That's all I do. And then I take out the rest of this soap out for this, put it back in there, and that's going to give me some beautiful swirls. All three colors that I use together. Okay, so then I take the back of a spoon and clean this over. And I tried to give her a little design on top. Like a little my AC thing is blowing on this, is freezing this up. I mean, that down in there. And let me do a little bit of something. Maybe not. It might let me do it, might not. That's with hot process, so you have that. Sometimes you get to do something, sometimes you don't. Okay, so what I can do is take this. I'm trying to make sure. This is those end parts I cut off for me anyway. I don't want to give them to nobody. I don't sell those. I keep them for myself. I enjoy. So what I'm starting, I've been doing soaps ever since before COVID hit. It's, before we got the lockdown and all, I was doing soap, but I never thought about filming it. And one day my sister said, "You do all DIYs or your stuff, but you don't never put your soaps and candles on there." So I was like, you know what? Let me start putting my stuff on there, because I don't do as many furniture DIYs unless I have something I need to do, because my husband said, "You got too much stuff. You need to get rid of some of the stuff." So I don't go thrifting to find furniture and make it over, because he said that I have too much stuff as it is. So yeah, so that's why you don't see me post a lot of videos on that. So on a lot of furniture and makeovers, unless I have something at the house that really need making over, then I will make them over. No, it's not gonna let me do no design on top. Nope. I'll just let it be. Let it do its own thing. Yep. I like that rugged look to cold processing top. A lot of people don't. They like these all beautiful tops, but I like them. I like the rugged look. It has its own little neat thing going on. So I'm gonna let it do what it do. And when we cut open in them tomorrow, oh, it's gonna be the same day for y'all, but for me it's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be so pretty with those colors in there. So and not having to voice over is better too. Having a voiceover just takes so much time editing and voicing over. I like to just do some natural stuff. Let you go see what's really behind the scene, what's going on. Not cutting nothing out. See the raw footage of what we soap makers and candle makers and and body butters makers to go through. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to get stuff together so I can start my line. I'm making soaps, I'm making body butters, I have hair butters I'm making, beard oil, hair growth serum, and I'm gonna get into the bath bombs, but it got probably be a little later. But this is the finished process of this loaf, and this is peach nectar. So you will be seeing more of my videos uploaded now. I'm back at it. I've been doing this. I work and I do this. I've been time when I stayed up for like 36 hours. Because I will have bundles. Like if I have like a peach nectar soap, you can get the body butters and peach nectar. You can get the candle and peach nectar. And if you want your hair butter and peach nectar, I can do that too. So that you have a whole scent going on, all one scent in your bathroom when you get ready to go out. Your hair smells the same, your body butters, you took a bath in peach soap. Yeah, I think you get it. But that's what I'm going for. But thank you. I was thinking about putting a little glitter on top. I might put a little glitter on top. I don't know. I think so. I'm gonna put a little glitter on top, and I'm gonna let y'all see it tomorrow when we cut it, and y'all will see how pretty it is.
Okay, it's been 2 days. I let this sit in the mold, so now I'm molding it and I'm gonna cut it. And then I'm taking it out of the mold. I'm gonna cut it up in bars. I did added some glitter. The biodegradable glitter on top of it, and give it a little shimmer, as you can see right here. Added the biodegradable glitter for soap, and we're gonna cut it up in bars, and then I'll put it on the shelves and let it cure for 4 weeks. Because this was hot process, so normally my hot process I just let them sit for 4 weeks before we use them. But you can use them right after, but they're not hard enough. See the beautiful swirls in them? The 3 different colors and the base color. I think it came out lovely, even though I didn't get to do my hearts with it. But I decided to do my blood orange fragrance with the hearts, because it behaves really well in co-process. And I learned that this peach nectar, it likes heat, so it seems to behave a whole lot better in heat. I'm gonna try it again in a cold process, but I'm gonna soak with it with my oils and my lye water on a higher temperature, because I did do it at room temperature, which normally that's what you do with cold processing soap. But I'm gonna try soaping it with cold processing with a temperature maybe of 25 and 30, lye at 30, lye at 25. I'm sorry, lye at 25, 125, and then Fahrenheit, and then the oils at 130. And I think it may bind better, because it seemed to come together when I had it in a crock pot and it got the temperatures up to like 130, 135. It started coming together. So I'm gonna try it one more time, but with a hotter temperature in the oils and lye water. But as you see, it came out beautiful. It got a beautiful swirl to it, and the colors complement the color of a peach really well. I'm really happy with it. And it smells really, really delicious, like a fresh peach. So I'm really happy with how it did come out in the hot process. But anytime if you're making soap, you see that the cold processes is not binding together, just grab your crock pot, heat it up, put your mixture in there, go ahead and make it a hot process. You don't have to throw out your soap mixtures and your butters and oil, because it's very expensive. It's not cheap. So just grab your crock pot out and just hot process it in the crock pot, and it comes out really well. And this rose came out beautiful. And if you like this video and this learning techniques, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a blessed one.